Three championship performances in 3 days. We break it all down next. Please like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. Help us hit 10,000 subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sunday Morning Champion. A great week of boxing. We didn't have a Friday show. I was commuting from San Diego back to Tejas, so I didn't get to do a show. We're going to cover the incredible performance by Aston Palicte that was this past Thursday, as well as Saturday's action. Oscar Valdez and Sergey Kovalev give big performances. 3 fights, 3 eye-opening performances, 3 loaded divisions. Let's start with Thursday's action in Southern California. Aston Palicte annihilates Puerto Rican Jose Martinez to put himself into mandatory position to fight the legendary 4-division champ Donnie Nietes in a rematch. This was an incredible performance by mighty Aston Palicte. The first round was a bit of a feeling out process that Palicte dominated with his long jab and his right hand. He stopped Martinez from getting on the inside. He kept him at range and was able to hit him with the right. That all set up the explosive second round. Palicte dominated the second round with his right hand. He buckled him early in the round, sent him reeling into the ropes, almost touched his glove down, then smothered him in the ropes, battered him against the ropes, nailed him with another big right hand that dropped him. He was able to get up, was Martinez, and it was all over from there. Palicte landed another massive right hand on top of his head that dropped Martinez, completely disorientated him, looked like it was going to end the fight. Raul Caiz Jr., the referee, allowed it to go back on, but again, Palicte landed another big right hand that sent him reeling into the ropes and caused Raul Caiz to jump in and give Palicte the second round knockout. Really a breakthrough performance. He showed ring generalship. He controlled a good undefeated fighter. Maybe not a world beater, but Jose Martinez is a pretty good fighter. And Palicte had absolutely no problem with him. Set him up in the first round and then got it. Set him up in the first round and got him out in a big way in the second round. He looked absolutely spectacular. He looks like a 115-pound version of Deontay Wilder, but much more refined, much more skilled, much more polished, much more technical, and much more patient. He is massively long and tall for the size. He's 5'9", which is really tall for a 115-pounder. He's really rangy, and he fights using his size and his range and his reach. He's going to be really, really tough. And he's going to have to be, because he's in an absolutely loaded division. He's going to have to give performances like he did against Jose Martinez on Thursday. He's going to have to give those all the time. The 115-pound Superfly division is absolutely stacked right now. Not only is there Palicte and Nietes, but you also have Jerwin and Tejas from the Philippines, as well as you have the Thai champ, Shaw Rungvisai, then you have the Japanese Kaz Ioka, and of course Chocolatito Gonzalez is always a threat in that division. So this is absolutely loaded. And you're going to have so many interesting matchups. Like a Chocolatito fight versus Palicte is fascinating. Chocolatito versus Nietes is fascinating. Rungvisai versus Kaz Ioka. All these fights are so interesting. On Tejas against any of those guys. And I think Palicte and Tejas and Shaw Rungvisai are going to be the future of this division. I think, and they're going to make things real interesting at 115 pounds for a long time. I got to talk to Palicte. He says he's having no problem making the weight, that he's going to be there for a while. And that's good news, because 115 right now is a really, really fun, really interesting division. There's countless really, really good fights that can be made. I got to speak with Palicte's team. He is now the mandatory to fight Donnie Nietes in a rematch. They're not 100% sure Nietes is going to go through with that fight. They're thinking that Nietes might vacate the WBO belt and then go fight for Rungvisai's WBC belt. That's not official. That's strictly a rumor. But right now, mighty Aston Palicte is the mandatory, and he has won a fight another chance to fight with Donnie Nietes when they had a rematch back in the fall. Really close, controversial fight. I scored it for Palicte 7-5. You can make a case that Nietes won. It ended in a draw. HBO was absolutely doing a terrible job cheerleading for Donnie Nietes. It was almost stomach turning. It was almost as bad as they backed Pacquiao. But Palicte won the early rounds. It was busier, landed clean, and he landed shots that were just kind of ripping through the guard of Nietes. I thought Palicte fought really well, and stylistically, that's always going to be an intriguing fight with Nietes and Palicte. So I'm really, really into that. I hope that rematch does come off, but if not, there are so many good fights to be made for all those guys at 115. Next, let's move on to Saturday. Oscar Valdez is back, baby. I had a back and forth with the hipster Matt Hunter on his show. MCR.net. Check out his show, MCR.net on YouTube. The Sunday episode, we go back and forth on Valdez. I thought his performance was great. I thought he outclassed an opponent. Thomasson was kind of basic, but he's not bad. I mean, he's going to lose to all the A fighters. I think he's kind of that B-level fighter. I think we'll see him again. I don't think he'll ever win a world title. I don't think he's a terrible fighter. It's pretty basic. But back to Valdez, I thought his combinations were crisp and clean. I thought he let his hands go like he's supposed to. I thought his head movement was really good, especially later in the fight. If you watch him, every time he jabs, he moves his head, gets out of the way. He did that really, really well towards the later part of that fight. The footwork was good. I thought there was nothing not to like about Valdez's performance. I think the 126-pound featherweight division is the best in the sport. I'll say that again. 126, the featherweight division, is the best sport in boxing. I think it's the deepest. I honestly forgot how good Oscar Valdez is. He's been out of the ring almost approaching a year, about 11 months, and he is excellent. And he's going to have to be excellent because this division right now is absolutely loaded. You have Gary Russell Jr. and Leo Santa Cruz. Probably not Abner Mares. He has a detached retina. He may have to retire. Let's pray for Abner Mares, one of boxing's really good guys. But also Josh Warrington, Lee Selby. And don't forget Shuzahan and Rigo. Guillermo Rigondeaux will be competing at that division. I mean, with all those names, Russell, Santa Cruz, Valdez, Frampton, Lee Selby, Shuzan, Rigo, that is absolutely stacked. There are no easy fights in that division. All those fights are highly entertaining. And then obviously after that, you have Shakur Stevenson coming up, and you probably have Brandon Figueroa in that division too. So the return of the featherweight Golden Day is back. I mean, right now the featherweight division is rivaling what it was in the early 2000s and late 90s when you had Pereira and Morales, Pacquiao, all those guys. It is getting back to that level. This is a really, really good division, and all of those fights are extremely fascinating. Can you imagine if we get a Gary Russell Jr., Leo Santa Cruz winner against Josh Warrington, or you get Warrington versus Shakur Stevenson, or Valdez against any of those guys? Those are excellent fights. I think, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. A lot of those guys, Rigo, Russell, Santa Cruz, they're all on one side. Warrington is obviously with the zone, and then you have Shakur Stevenson. I'm sorry. Warrington is with Frank Warren. So he can fight some of the ESPN guys. There's a lot of fights. I think Warrington and Valdez could happen. I think that's a really good fight. Let's move to the main event, Saturday's main event, Sergey Kovalev. Wow. Kovalev is back. He looked all the way back. You heard Andre Ward talking in the pre-fight, saying we don't know how much of him is going to be back. He could get back, but when you quit in the ring like he did, and he did kind of quit in the ring with Ward, but Ward put a heck of a beating down on his body, that you leave a piece in there. But how many pieces does he have left? I honestly thought, and I get what Ward's saying, and he's right, but I think that was the best I've seen Kovalev look, really. And I know he's in his mid-30s now, but he boxed masterfully. He wasn't just loading up, looking for big shots. He was picking his shots. He was throwing nice combinations, nice jab. He looked, he looked really good. He looked like he boxed the best technically I've seen him box ever. I think I can't think of a performance where he boxed better than he did. I picked Cove, and I thought he would bounce back, and he looked way better than I thought he would. He is back in the mix at 175. I'm not one of these guys who's going to say he's the best again at 175 off of this performance, but he did look really good in this performance. But 175 right now is absolutely loaded as well. I want to big up Buddy McGirt. He has clearly done a brilliant job in transforming Kovalev back into the classic boxer puncher that he was and should be. And so big ups to Buddy McGirt. He's got Kovalev looking sharp. He's got him back. But 175 is a stacked division. There's going to be a lot to deal with for Kovalev, who is now, again, the WBO light heavyweight champ. But you have Bivol, then you have Marcus Brown, and now you have Zordo Gilberto Ramirez has announced that he's moving up to 175. So you're going to have all those names. There are a lot of good names. You're going to have guys on the PBC side. I know people want to see Badu Jack again. People are high on him. Andre Durrell, I don't know what he's doing, but he did say that he's going to come back, and it's going to be at 175. That was a while ago. I haven't heard anything since. I think he's 35 now, so he is aging. So I don't know where he goes. But you're going to have a bunch of, you have those top names. You have, obviously, Kovalev, Bivol, Vazdik. Don't forget Vazdik. He may be the best name of all. So you have Vazdik, Kovalev, Bivol, Marcus Brown. I'm not really high on Artur Beterbiev. And then you have the other names like Badu Jack. We're going to see what Anthony Yard is. But this division right now is absolutely loaded. Absolutely loaded. And Kovalev is in the mix. So let me know what you guys think. We'll release our Fighter of the Week tomorrow. Check out the website at 3dboxingblog.com. We have our weekly Fighter of the Week. I can tell you it's going to be one of these three guys. It's going to be either Palicte, Sergey Kovalev, or Oscar Valdez. But you'll have to go to the website tomorrow. Check that out. And check it out every week. Go through the website. Let us know what you think. But leave your thoughts, comments below. Let us know who you think should be the Fighter of the Week. Let me know what you guys think of Valdez's performance. I went back and forth with Hipster Hunter on this. I thought he was excellent. Hipster thought he looked like trash. We couldn't be further apart. But you let me know what you guys think. And again, where do you guys rank Kovalev and Palicte in their respective weight classes? And Valdez as well. And what fights do you want to see in those three weight classes? And do you guys agree with my assessment that 126 is the best and deepest division in the entire sport? And please remember to hit the like and subscribe button. We need your help in hitting 10,000 subscribers. Leave your thoughts, comments below. For Sunday Morning Champion, this is 3D Boxing. Signing off, saying thank you, and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingblog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.